Good afternoon, YouTube. Fat Cat Collections back at you with another cologne or fragrance review. Today I want to talk about one that's been in my collection, man, from back in like 1996. This is the original bottle that I have from 1996, and this is Dior's Fahrenheit. Now I paid about $50 for this back in the day at Bon Marché, and when this stuff first was introduced to me, I still remember that my friend who was into colognes, not a lot of colognes, but he had an older friend. We were just out of high school, and he had worn Safari and kind of got me turned on to maybe looking into buying a cologne, which is when I first discovered Periel's 360. It's my signature scent, so I've been wearing for years, although I have tons of scents in my collection. That is kind of my old standby with if I had to pick a signature scent, just because I've worn it so long. But this one here is your, what size is this here? Is that right? No. 1.7 ounce bottle, and I got about half left. This one here, when I first smelled this, it was like nothing I've ever smelled. And as a young kid when I wore this, it was definitely one of those colognes that people knew you were wearing Fahrenheit. And to this day, when you're wearing Fahrenheit, I know it's been reformulated, it's been changed, there's different flankers of this particular cologne. However, the original Fahrenheit, it really is timeless, and you always know when somebody's wearing Fahrenheit. Now, you can still get this. I've heard that the formulation's quite a bit different than the original. I haven't really smelt the new one. I don't know. I probably wouldn't buy it again just because I have a little bit left, and it's not one of my favorites. However, it was at one point. It is a fantastic juice. What's interesting to me is that I can never really pinpoint when I was smelling this juice, okay? It's, like I said, it's very, very unique. And I remember when I smelled it for the first time, I was blown away at how this stuff smelled. It was unbelievable. But now that I'm older and I've kind of gained an appreciation for the notes that are in these juices, and because I recently, in the last year, got into fragrances that were not just fruity, but like leathers and ouds, and kind of opened up my world to different scents, more manly, masculine, earthy scents. I went back to this because I was like, oh well, it's part of the collection, might as well display it. And I actually smelled it and wore it, and now what I smell predominantly in this is leather. And it is a note in here, but I never really knew that it was a predominant note. Now, I don't know if because mine is older that maybe the leather note is stronger. I'm not really sure, but this is the most leathery fragrance to date that I've ever smelled, and definitely the leatheriest fragrance that I have in my collection, and I absolutely love it. And I'm really glad that I still have it. When I smell this, I just smell heaping loads of leather, and like good leather too. Like not the kind of leather that like some of these colognes have, and you could like, oh yeah, I can pick up the leather. This is heavy leather. So let me just read a little bit about it, and I love this fragrance, and it is pricey, and if it wasn't so pricey, maybe I'll replace it. I guess I haven't really crossed that bridge yet. I guess I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. Maybe I will replace it, maybe I won't, because Dior, they are kind of expensive. But I don't have to worry about it right now because I still got quite a bit left, and I don't wear it that often. So this one came out in 1998. It's considered a woody floral musk fragrance for men. Your top notes are lavender, mandarin, orange, hawthorn, nutmeg, flower, cedar, bergamot, chamomile, and lemon. Your middle notes are nutmeg, honeysuckle, carnation, sandalwood, violet leaf, jasmine, lily of the valley, and cedar. Your base notes are leather, tonka bean, amber, patchouli, musk, and vetiver. Again, based off Fragrantica, the most prominent note that people smell in this is the leather, and I'm not alone there. This is a super leathery fragrance, and if you like leather, this is definitely one you should have in your collection. This is timeless. Man, it just smells so good. It's kind of sweet. It's like a sweet leather. That's the best way I can describe it. I can't really pinpoint anything else. I don't get any kind of spice out of it. I don't get, well, maybe a little tiny, very mild spice maybe, but not much. I just get that. That leather is prominent in this particular cologne. So I don't really have too much to say about this one here. I mean, this has been reviewed. This has been out for so long. So many people have this. So many people have positive things to say about it. But the only thing I can say is based on my nose, if you like leather fragrances, you must get this in your collection. I've never smelled a more leathery fragrance. And if you've smelled this and you've smelled other fragrances that are much heavier on the leather or maybe better on leather, please let me know, because I would love to pick that up in my collection, because I am on the hunt for some leather fragrances right now. And I have some, but they're not prominent in leather. You can smell it, but it's not, really strong in leather. And What was the other one I just picked up the other day? What was it? Okay, Wild Blue Noir. This is probably the next leatheriest cologne that I have where I can honestly say, yeah, I really, really smell the leather. Wild Blue Noir says leather and suede. If you know of any other fragrances that are strong in leather, please let me know. I'll pick them up and I will review them. So thank you so much for watching, folks. If you like the channel, please subscribe. If you want to get this, click the link in the description. I'll try to take you from that link to the original formulation of Fahrenheit, but there are no guarantees because there's so many different formulations. But I'll see what I can do as far as what that link brings up. Again, subscribe to the channel, and if you have experienced this cologne, drop a comment. Fahrenheit by Dior, original formulation, 1996. Thank you so much for watching, folks. Have a good day.